Hello and welcome to round 3 of the Bristol Store Championships with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hello.
Hello. Richard's a little bit grumpy because we just tried to start recording this one and realised about 10 minutes in that we weren't actually recording. So apologies if his grumpy guts were a bit...
Great.
Yeah. It's fine. We'll get there. So, in this game then, it's me on the left with Targ Fealty and Daisy, or David guessed his proper name, but we call him Daisy, playing Greyjoy House of the Red Door. So he has chosen the Great Kraken as his House of the Red Door location and has managed to set up with a shipwright, an iron mines and a Great Hall. On my side, I've got Doria, Rhaegal and Mormont. So, yeah, this footage was donated to us by Liam of the Gaming Hall. We actually had already finished all of the White Walkers recorded ones up to around 5, and then got this footage, so we were able to basically start again. So I'm afraid we're making you guys wait a little bit longer until you get to see the cut and the final. As we already spoiled, it's me and Richard in the top 4 cut.
I'm sure they'll find that me smashing you in the semi-final is worth the wait.
Well, you know what, honey? Like, we all know that girls are best, right? And I'm gonna...
Don't be sexist. There's no call for this.
I'll rephrase. We all know that I'm better than you, so, you know, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see. Bring it on, Humban. Bring it on. But our opening plots then. So
why have you opened coppers?
Well...
Do you need economy?
I mean, economy's nice, but I've already got characters on the board, so it's fine. What I really want is all the horrible, mean, nasty burn stuff to basically make Daisy cry. Not that I want Daisy to cry, but basically I want to make him cry and lose.
It would be funny to see Daisy cry on camera.
I think I'd be really bad if that actually happened.
Although it would be a little bit awkward.
No, I don't really want to see Daisy cry. That's really mean.
That is mean.
Yeah, I like Daisy. Daisy's nice.
Daisy's a nice fellow. I like Daisy.
He's alright, isn't he?
Not like Adam. Adam, what a monstrous man he is.
You can't keep slagging Adam off in every video randomly.
I can. I can say what I like about Adam. Adam loved the banter.
Oh dear.
I'm just kidding, Adam.
As if Adam actually ever watches this back.
Yeah, he doesn't watch this, does he?
He only watches ones that he's in. Oh, what's that?
Daisy's got his dirk out.
Daisy, put your dirk away. Honestly.
You're looking at it with interest.
Well, you know, I want to see what his dirk can do.
It can steal the gold from your gold pool.
Which is not good, because as a Targ player with lots of mean events, I don't want him stealing all my gold. Daisy has also played out the King of Salt Rock on Victorian as well, which gives them Victorian pillage. And when a location or attachment is pillaged, the attached character gains a power. And the good thing about this is it doesn't actually have to be Victorian doing the pillaging here. It could be another character gets a location or attachment from pillage.
This is true.
And Victorian still gets the power, which is really, really nice. Because Victorian, of course, has use of power to save himself.
He does a thing, yeah.
He does a thing. So that's some Daisy's marshalling done. It's a little bit risky, just having a shipwright and Victorian on the board, I think. But he does have an iron mines, so I guess that's good. Maybe
he just had big characters in
hand. Might have some rhythms or something in hand as well, but as I say, I still think it's a little bit risky. I've managed to pop out a chud, kneeling that.
Meant to pop out a chud? That sounds disgusting.
Sounds like I've had like a little shit or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, or that's some sort of weird little stunted Targaryen loyalist baby.
I'd like what? I'd like to just clarify, I've not just shit myself or anything. I've played a Targaryen loyalist and then used the Targaryen loyalist and fealty and 2 gold to pay for Jogo. There we go. That's slightly more acceptable, right?
That is slightly more acceptable.
Slightly. So Daisy here coming in with a military from Victorian. I'm just going to defend with Rhaegal. I don't want to give him an opposed because of the Great Kraken.
You could have super defended with 3 of your guys.
I could have, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything back.
Is that what you want to do? You want to hit him back?
I'd like to get at least one challenge back at him.
Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. For what it's worth, I agree.
Thanks.
You had a chud there worth killing.
Exactly. I have plenty of characters. I've got 5 characters. I'm not too worried about killing one. And that's what your chuds are for, really, isn't it? You play a chud and they're there for claim soak, so... So you're doing your keywords here. You've done Intimidate on Jorah. Taking your renown for Victorian.
Yep.
Yep, there we go, Daisy.
And pillage.
And pillage. A drawer, of course, why not? But it's not a location or attachment, so Daisy's not getting any power for that one. And then secondly, coming in with an intrigue for the shipwright, which I really don't want to let through because my hand is important. So I'm going to defend with Rhea. There we go.
Cool.
So this leaves me open to do either military or power back.
Going to be military, right?
Yeah, so I want to get that board down and just, well, reduce Daisy's options, basically. And also the shipwright out is quite annoying. Daisy's going to use a Risen on the shipwright, which is wise, because if he did it on Victorian...
Why didn't he use the Iron Mind? Because that opened him up now to March.
That's very true.
I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Daisy, you normally watch these. Comment below why you didn't use your Iron Minds.
Yeah, Daisy.
Yeah, Daisy.
Tell us, Daisy.
I'm
Daisy.
assuming it's because he may or may not actually already know my plot deck.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's bad, man.
I know, but that's the problem when you're with a metamate, right? They quite often know your deck.
Yeah, but
so,
before a tournament, sometimes you change up a few plots.
Yeah, like sometimes you do, but I'm a little bit lazy with that kind of thing.
Lazy? You didn't even build the deck, or even know what was in it before today.
I sat with you and we went through the deck together. I remember this. It was fine.
Varys's Whittle.
Into trading. Probably not the best.
No, you didn't need to give him 14 gold and a Great Hall to play with.
No. It's me just like motioning like, here you go, Daisy, have all of the gold.
Take the gold, Daisy.
So my reasoning for Varys's Riddle was I didn't think I was especially going to hit anything, possibly a counter coppers if I was lucky. It was more because I really wanted the gold. And I've not seen anyone play trading in about 6 months. So I wasn't really expecting it.
If your opponent has one character and he thinks he might get marched, possibly, you're going to play out gold plot so you can get more dudes on the board.
But who plays trading?
Coppers.
No one plays trading.
Everyone plays trading.
No one plays trading. Who plays Late Summer Feast nowadays? That's like the new trend, isn't it?
No, Late Summer Feast is shit. I'd rather give my opponent golden cards.
Yeah, maybe.
This is a hotly contested topic, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, because some people really disagree with giving the opponent gold. They'd rather give them cards. And some people would disagree with that and go the other way.
Because the thing is I think Late Summer Feast is very, very good in Rain's deck because you can just get out of that condition anyway. But I don't know. I think... So this 3 extra gold that Daisy is basically just given me means that I'm going to have 2 gold and fealty left over, where I was going to have used up all my money, to basically threaten Consuming Flames, Dracarys, Dragon's Next Slave.
Yeah, well, let's see if you do anything with it.
Yeah, honey. Let's see. Let's watch and learn.
Learn?
Yeah.
You mean you're going to teach us something?
Well, you know, we both know who the better Targ player is out of us two.
Oh my god, here we go again. When did you get this ego? Was it when you finished well at Dockside?
No, that's like nearly a year ago now.
It was nearly a year ago. I hope you've forgotten that now. You're only as good as your last tournament.
Did alright in my last tournament.
Damn.
Got to top 4.
You did get to top 4.
May or may not have got to the final. We'll have to wait and see.
I can't wait.
So enthusiastic, darling.
I know.
Alright, so Daisy, as you say, has 14 gold.
1 million gold.
14. Plus a Great Hall. He's marshalled a Rose Road, played out Silence's crew, and bestowing them for 2. This gives them +2 strength, I believe, for each gold on them.
Correct.
So, base strength of 4, which means they're now strength 8.
8 strength beat sticks with pillage.
Which is really, really annoying.
And no
because
attachment.
It takes a lot of Dracarys thing to kill them. Also, playing the Reader there, using the Great Hall to help.
And he is not Ironborn.
Which we need to remember, right?
We need to remember because in a tournament in Norwich last year, Daisy put a Corsair's Dirk on him. Won't be doing that again on camera.
I need to remembered.
And we've got Black Wind's crew.
It's a bit more pillage. Daisy's really going for the pillage theme here.
So we've got Black Wind's crew. We've got Silence's crew. You know, there's but we don't have Great Kraken's crew.
Yeah.
And that card was in the core set.
That's very true.
Where's the Kraken's crew?
Sounds like a dodgy street gang, doesn't it?
Dodgy street gang. Great Kraken's crew.
No, just the Kraken's crew.
Kraken's crew.
I'm going to cracken your skulls in, mate.
Okay, please stop.
So, intrigue from Danny, because it just seemed easy.
Damn, you took the Black Wind.
Oh, shit, yeah. I have no idea what that even does.
That's sad. That gives Asher Renown, which is irrelevant in this case, but after a location or attachment is discarded with pillage, Daisy can draw a card.
Oh, right. So that's card draw for Greyjoy then, basically.
It is.
That's quite cool.
He does have the Great Kraken.
But generally...
He's unopposed, yeah, but...
You want power, don't you?
Well, I don't know. In the early game, see, me and Daisy differ on this. Daisy will happily just take power from it all day long. I would rather take cards in the early game and take power in the game when I'm in control. And I use the card draw to keep to get the control.
Yeah. I think the first round card draw is fine. Possibly the second, depending how the game's going.
First round card draw is normally the worst because you've normally got a full hand, and you might go over reserve.
Yeah,
it depends what you play. If you play trading, you've only got 5 reserve.
Yeah.
8 strength military challenge coming at you.
No, wrong way around, Richard. So I've done a military with Jogo.
Oh.
Look,
I can't talk and watch and do commentary
fine,
at the same time.
I know that
I'm just a mere human.
So I'm doing a military with Jogo, which would be for 4 strength because of the dead shipwright. But Silence's crew is still winning, and as a reaction, it's gaining a power and not power, sorry, a coin to boost their strength again. Victarion also gets a power because a location was pillaged. This is very annoying. So next then we have Doria coming in with a power and just defending there with the Black Wind's crew. So because of Danny, that does mean that I'm going to win the challenge. Do I want to kill the crew though? That's what I'm apparently considering.
You have a consuming flames.
And 2 Dracarys. Flipping heck.
Counting copper, they.
Counting coppers all the way. So, am I going to bother?
I don't know, what are you thinking here?
I was debating whether or not to make a go unopposed and also kill off a character in the process. But if I do that, I can't double drac Victarion.
You want to double drac him?
Might be fun. So, there was no claim because although I won the challenge for Doria, Daisy didn't actually have anything on his house card to take. And now Daisy's doing a power challenge of his own using the Reader. Which might be better bait for me. Might be nicer to kill the Reader than Black Wind's crew, right?
You could just play Consuming Flames and you'd be dead, right?
I could. I think I kind of might prefer to use Dracarys just in case there's a Risen. Because the Risen would save him, right?
Yeah. But you got Words I'll Win, you got Hand Judgment.
No, I'm going to Consuming Flames him. Okay. And discarding a Foreign Blood as my card. So with Consuming Flames, it's cost 2. It reduces the character's strength by 3 and kills them if they get onto 0. But it does have a stipulation that you need to discard a card from your hand when you do it. It needs to be a Targ card though, it can't just be a random card. Which is a little bit annoying. But the power challenge there fizzling out because the Reader is dead, which is nice. I still have 1 gold left. But Victarion could potentially be taking that, right, with the Dirk?
Yep, you're not going to double drac him.
No. No, I can't kill him now, can I? So, the military coming through here. I'm defending with Jorah and with Rhaegal to win the challenge. So, as a forced reaction, Jorah's getting his betrayal token, plus the renown on him, and then I win Dom.
You didn't do a challenge with Dany? Interesting.
I did an intrigue, I think, didn't I?
Did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really strong every time you get her in your deck because just insight.
Yeah, I think Targ can quite often struggle for card draw.
They can.
So, yeah, Dany's good, especially if you can use her twice to get insight. Dorea's good for insight when I actually remember that you can use her for insight. But she has to be with a participating lord or lady, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget about that bit. And I find it kind of annoying because I normally want to use her as like a chump challenge rather than put her in with someone big. So, I'm not sure if I'm considering which card to discard here. Yeah, I am.
Viserys.
I think I'm still hoping I might find my flea bottom.
Yeah, that's good. Chucking him in the discard for flea bottom shenanigans.
Plot-wise, so you can see I've got another Counting Coppers there. Annuals, Blood of the Dragon. Can't quite see what the other plots are. Going for Counting Coppers. Oh, into Valar. Maybe I shouldn't have Counting Coppers. At least Daniel will survive, right?
Yeah. Let's hope you can afford to get something else out, otherwise there's a possibility he may march you next round.
Well, I think I've still got Fire and Blood in hand, so I can just go and grab Rhaegal again anyway. It's not too bad a thing.
If you have Fire and Blood in hand, yeah.
Even if I don't, I've got Counting Coppers, right? I'll find one. It'll be fine.
That's true. Did you want 3?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Helpful.
Yeah, sorry. So Victarion discarding 2 power to save himself. And 9 mines on Silence's crew.
The 10 strength beat stick there.
Yeah. And my board nearly wipes, just Dany remaining there. On the plus side, it does mean that Daisy has no claim against me this turn. And just drawing 3 cards for Coppers there, plus my 2. And getting a whopping 2 gold!
Cool. Well, you're winning 3-0.
Yeah?
After
18 minutes.
Yeah.
Seems like a bit of a slow start, doesn't it?
A lot of Targ deck can start slow like that. Playing the event build.
Yeah. Just need to get everything in hand so that you can just start, well, being mean and burning everyone alive, basically, right?
Sure.
So, Daisy here going first. Using the 2 Great Halls and paying some gold there. Can't quite see how much I paid. I think I paid 3.
Who did he marshal?
Theon. Little Theon.
Baby Theon. He's good. Really good. Like, very, very good.
Is he very, very good?
Like, probably better than the core Theon.
Well, you do see this Theon being played a lot more than core Theon now, right?
That could be better.
Okay.
Dany actually helped him out as well.
Yeah, that's true. So there aren't. I don't think I had many options here on actual marshalling. Like, at all. It looks like I have a lot of events in hand. I'm not sure there's much I can get with the amount of cards.
Well, you got plenty of 2-costers in the deck. I know this. And
I'm paying 1, apparently. Oh, a dragon. That's always good.
it's a good one.
Yeah, we like dragons. Oh, and I do have Fire and Blood. I just spotted one.
Cool, so you can use Fealty for that and save a gold for a Drac threat too.
Yeah. Or use the gold for Fire and Blood, because then I can save my Fealty, because the gold might be taken by the Dirk. Yeah.
Clever.
Okay, so I've got a dragon out though, so I'm happy about that. So I nailed my faction card.
You just what?
And then, but I think this is the point where I asked Daisy if I can have a take back.
And Daisy must be like, what the hell?
Yeah. So I had my faction card, and I was like, actually, no, you're going to steal my gold with the Dirk. I want to use my gold instead. So I was like, I'll have a faction card in your back. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. So
then you should have said, come on then, do a challenge.
Yeah, so instead, I'm going to pay the gold, I think, for my Fire and Blood. Yeah, there we go. So
interesting timing to use Fire and Blood.
I can't remember why I felt like it was important. I think it was because I was worried about Victarion doing something and stealing my gold. And now I know my faction card to threat Dracarys. But yeah. I think Danny with 2 dragons is fine after Valor, when I only had 2 gold.
And especially after your opponent's Valor, because now you control when the board will be reset again.
Yes!
Which you're probably not going to do imminently.
No. So military coming through from Victarion here.
Sticky Vicky comes in for 6 strength.
He does. So he doesn't have any claim, because it's a Valar turn.
But he does have Intimidate.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. So I can't kill him with a Dracarys, which is very, very sad. So
you can reduce his strength enough to win the challenge, if that's what you're concerned about.
I don't need to win the challenge. There's no claim. But I don't like giving an opposed because of the Kraken, so I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's what I was gonna guess. So yeah, so kneeling the dragons there, it means that he doesn't win by enough to intimidate. Because basically, if I knelt one dragon, he'd just intimidate the other one anyway. So I might as well just steal both of them.
That way he also doesn't have the strength to intimidate Danny.
Yeah. I don't think it would anyway.
Which I don't think it would have anyway, no. But he might have had secret strength pump.
It's unlikely in Greyjoy, but you know.
Look, he could have.
So he gets a power.
Thing.
Pillage. He pillages a location, which means he gets another power. Very annoying, so now he has a save on Victarion. Would you do a challenge here?
What?
Would you do a second challenge here if you were Daisy?
What's he done? Military. So you could do a power. It's going to be unopposed. It's essentially unopposed and Great Kraken power. So
yeah, so it's worth it.
Or card if he needs cards.
So he's doing a power with Theon then. I can drac him. It does mean that I won't be able to do any challenges back. But then again, I can't win a power challenge against.
No, but you can do intrigue.
Oh, I've got stealth, haven't I?
Yeah, you can do intrigue, and then stand with Rhaegar and then do power.
Yeah, I forgot I had stealth. So would I let it go through unopposed? But then he still gets Kraken and unopposed.
That's fine. You can take it.
Yeah.
You've got nothing for you to take.
That's true. That's very, very true.
And he's only got 1 card in hand.
You know what? I vaguely remember after, like at the end of this round, that we were talking, and I was like, "Oh, I couldn't have won a power because of the Silence's crew being so strong."
You forgot,
and then I forgot about the stealth because I am a Ming Mong.
A what?
Ming Mong.
A what?
A Ming Mong.
You look vaguely embarrassed. Interesting. Okay.
So yes, so that was very silly. I should have. I think definitely I should have not bothered Dracarysing Theon then. Let it go unopposed. So Daisy would have got 2 power, but then I could have come back, done the intrigue, got insight and opposed and claim.
Yeah, you would have got 2 unopposed and power claim, plus 2 cards out of the bargain.
Yeah, so it's definitely a mistake. But that's what's good about videos. You look back at your game and you
made
see
an error, and now you can watch it again and feel bad.
No, then I can look back and be like, oh yes, so that's what I should have done, and theoretically learn from it. But because my memory is so horrendous, I'll probably just forget.
The North remembered, but Rebecca
Richard
forgets. Blood of the dragon.
Not for any particular reason, to be completely honest.
Then why?
Just to threaten. Oh, and also, because because when I played Joel Pearson, whose deck this actually is, he said, a really good play is to do Blood of the Dragon and then do Annuals the turn after, and then your opponent can't do anything 2 turns in a row. And I was like, wow, that's a really good idea.
Silence's crew laughs in the face of the blood of your dragon.
Well, you know what? They might, but if Victorian goes into a challenge,
he's still 7 strength.
No, he's not. -1 because
Danny, and
-1 for the blood
5
of the dragon.
strength. He still can't be
Why is he 5
Dracarys.
strength?
Because he's got Dirk on him.
That bloody Dirk. Maybe I'll get rid of the Dirk.
You're not going to get rid of the Dirk unless you top deck a flea bottom. Then you may get rid of the Dirk.
Or just a Viserys. I could just top deck a Viserys and play him. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of gold this game.
Actually, if you top decked flea bottom and you flea bottom in Viserys, of course, when the challenge phase then he goes back.
No. He'd die because it's Blood of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, so you could get rid of the Dirk immediately.
Yeah.
But you don't have flea bottom, do you?
Nope. Not at this point, anyway.
The reason you don't have much gold is you keep playing your low gold plots.
Yeah, but that's what the deck's supposed to do.
No, you're supposed to put yourself in a position where you're supposed to recover.
Yeah, but like I've got 3 characters. He's only got 2. I've got Danny and 2 dragons.
He hasn't marshalled yet.
Shh, it's fine. I've got this shit.
It looks like he's got this shit too.
No. It's fine. I got this shit.
Blackwind's crew
Has returned.
Different crew, same ship. And that
Flea bottom?
is it a flea? Yeah, it might be an alt art flea bottom.
Saving 3.
Saving 3.
Okay, so challenges. Intrigue seems the obvious one here. So Intrigue would just go unopposed, which means Danny would restand, get insight. Seems hunky-dory.
Hunky-dory.
If I get around to doing it at some point.
Come on, Rebecca, you're so slow.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were the quick player.
I'm not that quick a player. I take too long thinking about stuff. We've had this discussion.
It's fine. I understand.
Good.
It's a complicated game.
Woohoo!
That's a good hit. Because Greyjoy players don't like having Risen from the Sea discarded.
Unless they know that their opponent runs Annals.
You don't run Annals, do you?
Yeah. So the Intrigue went through and opposed. I took a Risen. I restood.
Did you get your insight?
I'm hoping so. I was too busy watching Daisy do weird stuff.
You got loads of cards in hand and a reserve of 5.
Ah, maybe I didn't take my insight. Daisy's very bouncy on the side there. Look.
He is. He's like bouncing. Maybe he's stressed. He's probably stressed because you're taking so long to do something.
No.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, you're going to pick up these 2 cards and look at me.
No, I'm doing a challenge. I'm doing a power challenge.
For 2.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to defend with the Silent Crew or Victorian to win it.
And I've got 2 gold left.
So, what are you telling me?
So I could double drac someone. Potentially.
Maybe not.
Feels like a lot of effort, doesn't it?
You
Or I could nightmares them.
Ha!
Oh, you little fucker.
Ha!
Words of wind. Give me some card draw, bitch. Okay, I get my card draw. I've got another one! Hands judgment, hands judgment.
Well, you got loads of cards now.
Yay, nay.
Which is good because if you intend on following this with animals.
Oh, I didn't find a hand's judgment. That's a shame. So Silence's crew wins because the nightmares didn't work. And they pillaged Drogo, which is a little bit annoying. That would have been quite nice to have on the board.
So that's actually a really good exchange for your Annals turn. Because if he plays any event you can play Words Are Wind, and just get card back in your hand.
Yeah,
you can just
seems
play
like a
them,
plan.
remove them from the game, and
because I'm gonna have to discard quite a lot, aren't I? So but it's fine if I'm discarding a lot because I got Kotho.
You didn't discard any events, but
No, I was trying to feed the discard pile because I thought I'm gonna find Flea Bottom at some point, surely, right?
it's risky if you don't have your Flea Bottom.
Yeah, I know. I probably shouldn't have done them, but never mind. It's nice to have events in hand as a secret anyway, just in case, right?
Sure.
So I've got a military then coming through with Kotho. It will be for... Is he 5 strength normally, Richard?
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be for 4 strength because of Blood of the Dragon. So yeah, we'll see if Daisy decides to try and defend it or not.
Are you still sitting on Drac?
Yes.
Is that why you're keeping Danny and the dragon standing?
Yes. So Daisy
Doing some
using
pointing.
the gold. Oh, Flea Bottom.
Oh yeah, he got Flea Bottom.
What about that?
Isn't he dead? Or did you close called him?
Yeah, close called him.
Makes sense.
So using Flea Bottom there. Just need to kneel Flea Bottom at some point. I'm sure I'll remember. But letting it go unopposed and then just claiming Theona's claim. Which makes sense.
What?
I guess it means that...
Why didn't he? Oh, because Danny's standing. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, because then Theon will be on 0 strength, right? So Daisy attempting a military with the Black Wings crew. Am I gonna bother?
1 strength.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. -1 Danny, -1 blood.
Yeah. Good time for Dragon is no slave. Doesn't normally kill, but can on this turn.
Yeah, you've got it in hand. And you've knelt Fealty. Have you used it?
Nope.
Cool. So you have the means to do it, but that means you will not get Victorian.
No.
So who would you kill? Your dragon? If you're going to play animals next turn, you can bring Viserion back anyway.
That's true. I think I decide I want to get rid of him though. Because it just means that I have to deal with the challenge. And I kind of felt like Victorian was going to...
You didn't spend your gold.
I will. I'd do it in a second.
You're cheating.
I'm not cheating. I'm just slightly delayed.
Hey, wait, where did the gold go? That was swift.
Nobody saw anything. So power coming through from Victorian for strength 6, right?
6 now, Danny is knelt.
Yeah. Kneeling Danny, so it's not unopposed. But Daisy winning the challenge.
Good
so
choice blocking
number
the
now.
unopposed challenges as far as you can with Wicked the Great Kraken. But yeah, pillaging that Dracarys. Ouch.
It's fine. I'll just play Annals next turn and win, right?
Well, you say that, but you've got 10 power to get.
Yeah.
It's 5-5, and we have 20 minutes to go. The pace is inevitably going to quicken.
Yes, because it has taken us quite a while to get to 5 power.
Yeah, but you like to slow play your opponent for competitive advantage.
I do not, you little liar. In fact, watch this video and you'll see that I don't. So, ha.
Cool, I'm convinced.
Thanks.
No one else is.
They will be. It's fine. They'll continue watching.
Okay.
So, plottage-wise... I do hope I actually play Annuals here, because I talk about Annuals a lot, and I'm going to feel like a bit of a plonker if I don't actually play it now.
You have the board state. But Daisy has a lot of strength on the board.
Yeah, it's really annoying that his character's so strong. I'm certainly considering it, aren't I?
So you're like, what have you got for discard pile?
Like I say, Daisy already knew my plot deck. He knew most of my deck, so...
So Daisy's the cheater here.
No.
He scouted you.
No. I think Daisy came over the night before or something, didn't he?
Did he? I wasn't
Didn't
here.
he stay over?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
He was such a bullshitter.
I know, I'm kidding. So you did play Annals.
Yeah. So,
And he played Trade Routes, which is going to net him a lot of gold.
I kind of like to think that he played Trade Routes so he'd have loads of gold for all of his events. All of his zero-cost events. But probably not the case.
I do like Annals when it's used like this.
not as
play,
a weird combo.
Not as to fill up your discard pile with wheels within wheels, and then play loads of events in the Martian phase to sack your Knight of Flower to get 1 million gold. Play, I don't like that.
Yeah,
but I do like it when you play a game, you use events throughout, and then you have a turn where you can use a lot of events, impactfully.
Again.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out what I'm doing there. So I basically went through my discard and pulled out all the events and lined them up in 2 rows. So you can't see one of the rows, but you can see the one nearest to us. So I think I had about 10 events in the discard pile there to choose from.
Wow, that's a lot of events.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, there's 2 Consuming Flames, 2 Fire and Blood, 2 Dracarys, either 2 or 3 Words of Wind, and at least 1 Hand's Judgment. I can't quite remember the others though, if there are any more.
Words of Wind.
I mentioned them already. So there's quite a lot in there, and it's a good threat as well against Daisy.
Have you ever heard of Throne
Found it!
War?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
It's going to be a very big event in the United States. And they've errated annals.
Oh, really?
To, I think it's 3 times around.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of that?
It's... Oh, you little fucker, Daisy! So I finally found my flea bottom and he's blown it up with bloody New Made Lord.
You're probably waiting for that.
You little bastard. I forgot he did that.
Harsh.
Don't like him anymore. Anyway, the annals thing. Yeah, I think if you're worried about a lot of combo decks, which America seems to really like, then maybe...
I think combo originated in Europe.
Oh, really?
Italy, France.
I don't know, I feel like I hear a lot of things like when people go to American tournaments and are fed up because they've faced a lot of combo.
Oh, yeah, that happened at, I think it was World, where a load of people took combo to try and make it so they'd restrict it.
Oh, really?
But then they didn't actually end up doing that well.
But yeah, I mean, 3 times per round is okay, but I'm not sure that I'd play it then.
Yeah, I mean, that nerfed your entire strategy, which I think it's supposed to be used for.
Yeah. So I've done an intrigue here with Danny. Daisy's defending with Wex. Considering the amount of gold I have, and, annals only happens once, right? Unless you go around again. I'm like, do I bother getting rid so that I can get unopposed and whatnot? So it's an option, right?
Mm-hmm.
My biggest problem here is I've got 2 Consuming Flames in there. But you have to discard a Targ card from hand to be able to play it. Now, I don't have many Targ cards in hand that I particularly want to discard. So, yes. It's a bit of a consideration to me whether or not I actually want to do it.
Drogo?
Yeah. I felt really sad doing that.
It's alright, you're controlling Daisy now.
That's what I was thinking. So I win the challenge, it's unopposed, Danny restands, and get rid of Daisy's last card, which was the King's Road. But yeah, I felt a bit like, don't really want to do
Drogo, I
that.
like him, he has muscles and everything.
Yeah. I think I was just really wanting to push forward here and try and, coming a bit closer to the win. Because it was as you can see, it's taking a little bit of time in this game. So I go in for the military with Kotho for 5 strength. So obviously Daisy can defend with the Silencer's crew. They're pretty safe on 10 strength.
Yeah, and why would you want to burn them?
They are really annoying.
They are really annoying. They're really actually quite strong. I mean, 4 strength, Bicon, Pillage, no attachment, and an ability which allows them to grow in strength. That's really, really quite strong.
Yeah. Possibly too strong?
Nah.
No?
No.
Maybe not then.
They're good, really good, but bland otherwise.
So my military there is going through unopposed.
Where'd the wind? Where'd the wind? Yes, get more Targ card in hand.
That's what I wanted, really. So this was a little mistake here. So Daisy played Risen, so I words the wind at it, and he said you can draw the cards. So I drew the cards, but then he used the other Risen, which he didn't need to do because I'd already cancelled it. So I was a bit confused, and I was like, well, I'll use the other words the wind. And then he was like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna, you can cancel that one. I was like, okay. So, like...
But you just drawn the card for it.
I only drew for the first one, not for the second one. So, yeah, so basically Daisy used the two Risens that were in his discard pile.
But he should only have used one.
But he should have only used one, but it was the Annal's turn, so they weren't like in his hand anyway. And I don't think
but he should have a newly made lawn on the board.
Well, no, because he played the first Risen, and then I played Words of Wind, and he said, draw the cards.
Then you played the second
one.
one.
So I played the second one, and he said, okay, it's cancelled.
But then he played the second one.
No, he played the Risen before, but I also still have Hand's Judgment and another Words of Wind anyway. So I'm not entirely sure what would have happened there, but yeah, like I say.
I'm not impressed.
It wasn't me who did it. Daisy was the one who just randomly stuck a Risen on him as a second one. And then I was just like, all excited for manuals. I was like, yay, Words of Wind, I'm drawing cards, and didn't quite twig what had happened. I'm sorry. Are you disappointed in me?
Yes.
No, you didn't meant to say that.
You're supposed to encourage a clear board date.
I'm trying. I'm blaming Daisy. It's Daisy's fault. Bad Daisy. You played the Risen for no reason.
Just throw him under the bus. I like it. What's going on here?
It's Daisy's challenges. He's doing a power challenge with Silence's crew for 9 strength because Danny's standing. Going to attempt to Nightmares. He's going to use the Hand's Judgment. So I'm going to Hand's Judgment.
You're going to track him?
Sure.
Use the one in your discard pile.
I know, but I'm a Ming Mong, remember?
There you go.
Oh, I remember to do it. Okay.
Daisy must be quite sad now.
This reminds me of the beginning of round 2.
Oh, man.
So there's still another Dracarys, I think, in that discard pile. And another Consuming Flames, and a Dragon is no slave. And I still have 3 gold left.
Is he?
I think it would be wise to not... Yeah, he's passed. So Daisy there took Dom because of the mountain of gold that he had left over.
So you're right. Or Joel was right. Play Blood of the Dragon, then play Anald, and your opponent can't do anything. Daisy tried to do something, got Wex killed for it, newly made Lord died for it, and then he went in with the Silence's crew, got Nightmares and burned. So, yeah.
Now... My problem here is we're running out of plots.
Oh my!
And I really don't want to play my last plot.
Valar Morghulis.
And Daisy knows that my last plot is Valar. So, yes, hence the fortified position.
Yeah, because your board goes and Daisy keeps his guy.
Yeah. So Daisy playing out Trispotley, who is blank because of fortified position. And he's going to die in my Valar next turn. So he's not going to do anything. And a Captain's Daughter.
Also blank.
Also blank.
All blank.
Everyone's blank.
Blank, blank, blank. Blank.
Showing your age there.
Obscure reference.
Yeah.
From the British 70s or whenever.
I was going to say, I wonder how many people actually know blankety blank.
The Americans will be like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah. If you know what blankety blank is or
Please
was,
no.
comment with your favourite gift below.
Stop.
So, collecting gold there using Slaves Bay ports and whatnot. And also playing out a Plaza of Pride, so I can stand people if needed. Am I going to bother marshing a character? Oh. Oh. That's random.
Oh, that is fairly random, actually, yeah. Chuck it on Victorian. Make him a Voltron.
I think that's what I do.
Yeah, Voltron Vic.
Yeah. Because that reduces his strength, because it's a Rise to the Kraken turn. I didn't want to put any characters out, because I was like, everyone's going to die next turn. So I think I put the Crown out, just to, again, put Victorian in Dracarys reach.
That is fair.
So maybe I can kill him before Valar turn.
So now you can win the military challenge naturally.
Hopefully.
So you're going in with an intrigue.
Yeah, so Daisy passes his challenges, so I'm going in with an intrigue with Kotho.
That's interesting. Why did you do that?
I have no idea.
I mean, I guess military pressure doesn't matter anymore. Because Victorian's just going to use his 2 power next turn.
Yeah, that's true. So military. Daisy's like, it doesn't really matter who I kill because they're all dying next turn anyway, right?
Power stealth. Victorian. But you're going to kill him anyway.
I can't stealth because
Blank, yeah. But you're still consuming the flames.
I know. I don't know why. Like, I think at this point I was basically thinking, oh shit, I'm valoring myself next turn. To the point where I forgot to actually take my unopposed and claim.
Man, you dumb.
I think, like I say, at this point, Daisy's laughing at me because he knows what my next plot is. I've got about 3 people watching the game who are also laughing at me because Daisy's told them what my next plot is. And I'm just sitting there thinking, fuck! And, yeah.
They all die.
And also, Daisy's last fucking plot was confiscation! What the hell? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are the odds? I thought, well, at least he's got like Crown of Gold on him. Maybe I can get him next turn or something. But no! Last plot, confiscation.
And you triggered Victorians into it.
Yes.
So
I should be on 13 here. But because I am an absolute dork, I forgot to take my unopposed and claim. So I'm on 11.
You're a bit of a dork.
Oh, God, I know.
What a nerd.
So Daisy, they're using the shipwright to nil one of my Sabre's Bay ports. So I only get one of them triggered. Which is even more annoying. It's like having to play anything. And then he gets freaking Balon out! Where's this shit coming from?
The top of his deck.
Literally a top deck. Because he had no cards in hand.
Yeah. What's your
But the
point?
luck of the devil, that little bastard man.
What the That is just so harsh. Like,
But true, alright? Wow. So, I've used Fealty, Saves by Port, Reducers, Gold, all that malarkey, to manage to somehow get out Drogo and Viserys.
well, Viserys will do some work. He'll take away the deck.
Hopefully. So
Or the crown, depending on whatever you're worried about.
Yeah, power game's annoying. I don't want Daisy catching up
He
with
could
me.
shoot up in power really quickly.
I know he could.
What are you doing?
Well, I didn't want the military... I don't want things to go into unopposed. I can't defend against Balon anyway.
Cool.
So I thought I should, just...
Yeah, you can. Drogo's 5 strength. You're still
He's got
losing,
stealth
but-
with Kraken.
Oh, so he has.
So I thought I would defend against one.
Get rid of the power game.
Yeah, I didn't want Daisy racking up power too quickly. So, you know how I mentioned earlier about me slow playing? You said I'd slow play to try and, convince myself.
Yeah.
I was trying to play really quickly here because I knew that there wasn't much time left. So I was like speeding up and forgetting shit. And then Daisy, like trying to confuse me again, he was like, oh yeah, there's no claim for power because, there's no claim. And I was like, oh right, okay, no claim. But we do realise it in a minute. So I kept my power, but then I do put it back.
You guys are just terrible.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, hang on a minute.
So technically at this point I should be on 14 and Daisy should be on 8.
No, technically you shouldn't be on 14 because you forgot punishment. Although it is kind of mandatory, so yeah, technically 14.
Is it mandatory?
Of course it's mandatory.
Unopposed?
You can't not take claim.
What, unopposed and claim?
You can't not take unopposed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If you win unopposed, you take the power.
Me and Daisy have got like so many warnings in this game, I think. If we had judges over.
Ooh.
I didn't have any characters, so I needed to coppers.
Do you lose? This looks like you could lose.
Potentially.
Oh my. This is actually setting up to be a good ending, but I think Daisy's going to win. I think he smashed you at the end. See, don't chair. you're dead. You played so well, and now you're just dead.
You know what?
You Valar'd yourself.
If it wasn't for that bloody Valar, I think I'd have been okay.
Should have Valar'd earlier.
And if I hadn't forgotten my bloody unopposed...
Irrelevant, you still wouldn't win.
Well, like I say, if my last plot was, for example, wildfire instead...
But it's not, so, you know.
I know it's not, but if it was...
It wasn't.
I would like to point out, Joel, if you're still watching at this point, there's so many times during the day when I was like, oh, I really wish I didn't have this fucking Valar. It's like, I do not want to use this Valar at all.
Valar is so important.
I don't think there was a single game where I actually wanted to use the Valar.
That's you. That's nothing to do with...
And it cost me
Valar.
this game.
No, Valar's fine.
So Daisy uses the Captain's Sword to say Drogo can't defend. And then...
Oh, he's just going to stealth with Balon, right?
No. Just for bants, Flea bottoms her back in to say the Second Sons can't defend.
Banter. I like it. Eat that.
Can't believe this. I was
Attack!
smashing him the whole game. My own plot destroyed me. So he's doing a power challenge, which would be 2 for unopposed because of Rise of the Kraken, 1 for the Great Kraken, 2 claim and renown, which is 6. 6.
Daisy's crushed you.
So just
Are you stalling now?
no, to be spiteful, I've nightmares Great Kraken.
That is spiteful, but unnecessary. Because he gets 2 unopposed, 2 claim and renown.
I know, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh man. See that little victory?
Oh, so yes, Daisy wins. Well done, Daisy, you little chit.
That is harsh, you know.
Oh, he knows we love him, really. So, yeah, that's the game. So thanks everyone for watching, and we hope you've enjoyed.
How did you make it into the top 4 with a performance like that?
Oh, God knows.
I really hope I smash you in the top 4.
I really hope you don't. So yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/WhiteWalkers. Otherwise, we will see you next time for round 4.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.